What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Monday, and we have one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up and who do I see? Only the most incredible family on planet Earth, EARF, huh? Appreciate you guys in a major way. I see X Lloyd in the house. What's up, my brother? X Lloyd up in here. We got Anthony Wanner, DCA Crypto Dave, Mike O. What's up, Mike O? Big watch dude in the house. Good to see you guys. Guys, we appreciate you guys in a major way. This is our continuation on. Obviously, I didn't stream throughout the weekend, which I typically don't do, but also a couple days of last week due to the unfortunate situation in news, heartbreaking news of our nephew. You guys, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's our nephew Elias. He passed several days back, a few days last week, and so it's been a hard time with the family. Obviously, my wife, who's his aunt, is my wife's sister, so we're making a lot of plans, but I definitely appreciate you guys and all your prayers and support and all the shots out and things that you guys have been posting, not only on X, but also on YouTube and the personal messages I've been getting. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. That's what family does. We're planning on attending his funeral. It sounds like I just got a date of the 18th, but just an incredible young man. I got some stuff here that I'll be showing you guys. I had to look it up. He was my 63rd live. So on my 63rd live here on YouTube, I had him on, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Before we do, let's do some shots out and appreciation to you guys. Mike Mann's in the house. What's up, family? Good to see you, Mike Mann's. Chicken 415 in the house. I see you, Anthony XRP Bitcoins in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Bitcoins in the house. We got who else we got up in here? Huh? Mike, what's up, my brother? Y'all don't know that's my best boy. Appreciate you in a major way. Let's get right into it. We got a hell of a show and a lot of information on market cap right now for cryptocurrency, $3.91 trillion. Bitcoin back above 114, guys, barely. We got Ethereum at $4,100. XRP coming in at 287. I saw that damn thing around 291 earlier. BNB right now at $1,000, holding strong. Is that the new bottom for BNB? I think so. Number 5 on CoinMarketCap. We got Solana right now at 211 and some change. Dogecoin coming in at 23 cents. TRX 33 cents. ADA right now. Cardano. I know old Charles Hofsky is working on some things. Right now it's at numbers 10 on CoinMarketCap, 79 cents. We got Chainlink right now, $21.54. AVAX coming in at $30.35. XLM is a big deal at 36 cents. We got Sui right now at $3.27. Litecoin at the 20 spot on CoinMarketCap at 105. Shiba, that's 4 zeros and a 1. Guato zeros and a uno for those who got speak Spanish. I know a little bit poquito. Let me stop. Good Lord, it's the coffee. We got Crow right now at 19 cents. Polkadot coming in at $3.95, guys. We got, let's see, World Liberty. How many coins does Trump have in the top 100? Just saying. Huh? Like 4 or 5? Good Lord. Uniswap right now at 766. We got Aave right now at 274. What else we got here? Near, let's make it clear, at 274 as well. Aster has been on fire. My God, that thing's up like ridiculous amount, like over 1,000% over the last week or so. Even though right now it's showing 32.35 as we're entering into a new week, that thing has been on fire like Mariah in the 80s at number 37 on CoinMarketCap, 183 to be exact. We've got, let's see, PayPal, not going to talk about that. Matic right now at 22 cents. We got ICP at 421. Casper coming in at 0.07 cents, guys. Adam doing his thing at 4.09. VChain at 2 cents. If you guys ever want to see how amazing VChain is, try Googling that partnership. See if you don't lose some sleep. By the way, guys, nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. TR Gurley says, bullish as hell. Hell yeah. What are you talking about, TR? TR knows. Why? Because we're entering a month here in a few days where we've got a lot of ETFs pending approval. And who's one of the biggest recipients of that? XR to the doggone P. You damn straight. TJ Patterson, I see you, my brother. Shouts out to True Dukel. Good to see you, my man. Respect and much love. We got Algo right now at 20 cents, guys. Moving on here. We got Bunk. You got any? I don't. Doesn't matter. It's number 62 on CoinMarketCap. 4 zeros and a 1 to be exact. The official Trump coin still down by a whole lot of damn money. That's all you need to know about that one. Filecoin, 219. We got Jupiter at 44 cents, guys. XDC coming in at 7 cents. INJ, 11.99, guys. Huh? Does that sound like a discount? Just saying. Optimism, we got a whole lot of it. Why? Gary Ass is gone. Paul Atkins says, it's crypto time. Trump is bullish. The world gets it. And we got the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Have I told you lately that I love you? Crypto for Life Chicago Coin family. XRP Army. Guess what? This is for you. Woo!
This one,
Come on.
does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, start crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basically letting money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Now, be honest, how many of you guys were singing that damn song when I was playing it, huh? I sound good in the shower. You know, like when it's misty and it gets real hot and all the steam get in my vocals, huh? I sound like I could probably get a deal like with American Idol, The Voice, something like that. As soon as that damn water comes off and that steam goes away, good Lord, huh? I sound like Giselle from Friday. Good Lord, huh? You guys apologize on my damn phone is on ring. Let's move on. Janet Lopez in the house. That's my mother-in-law, only the greatest mother-in-law on planet Earth, huh? Why? Because she gave me my queen, and that's the one follow it right behind her. Jeanette in the house. That's my baby. Hola, honey. Hola back to you, huh? Sexiest woman on planet Earth. Let's move on. All right, guys, what did we leave off at? We've got a CRV right now at 68 cents. We've got cake. Good Lord, huh? Who was the guy that said he made millions in cake? Andrew Tate said he made millions, like 30 million on cake. I was like, damn, that's a whole lot of cake. GRT right now is at 8 cents. A whole lot of cake. Got fat off that one in his pockets. Dog with hat, monkey with scarf, skunk with G-string, whatever your choice is, make sure you guys do your research on those damn meme coins. Get wrecked. XTZ right now is at 66 cents. And coming in at number 100 is San at 26 cents. Let's get right into it, guys. By the way, if you guys don't know, we're streaming live right now on YouTube, on X, and also on IMUTV. So if you have Roku right now, you can go to your Roku TV, download IMUTV, and we are live on IMUTV through Roku and Fire Stick TV, and soon to come, Apple TV. So really, really excited about those partnerships and others to come. Do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate you guys supporting a major way. Let's get into it. It says, is this the pre-bull market phase? I think so. Did I just put phrase? Good Lord. Okay, we're going to delete that one live. Huh? You got to read the damn statement. You want to proofread? Oh, God, it's the coffee. XRP, Zooms, Ethereum, Swift. It's all good, says Smoke. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming out, guys. I don't know if you guys have been checking out. Even though I haven't been going live, I've been looking at a lot of the content on X and that's out there right now about Swift using consensus, which is obviously the Ethereum, part of Ethereum's network. And guys, look, I got some bullish narratives about that. I got some, I wouldn't say bullish and bearish, but just some positives based off what Smoke is saying. But also, if you guys really understand what was going on with that damn lawsuit in the XRP, Ethereum, the Ethereum Foundation, Prometheum China, Wang Chang, Operation Choke Point 2.0, all that damn stuff that was going on in the Biden administration, damn it, you know what was happening. We'll talk about that and much more, but let's get into what Smoke is saying. He says, Swift isn't picking sides. So a lot of people are seeing that right now with Ethereum and Swift or Ethereum, Swift and all the things they got going on, XRP, Swift, and there's other protocols like Chainlink working with Swift. But at the end of the day, Smoke puts out a very good point. It says Swift isn't picking sides. It's connecting to all blockchains. Every time Swift names a blockchain in an announcement, it sparks debate. Some assume it means a long-term partnership or a single chain strategy. That assumption is absolutely 100% wrong. The recent experience proved existing Swift infrastructure can provide a secure, scalable way for financial institutions to connect to multiple types of blockchain. The team also explored the value of a blockchain interoperability protocol for securely transferring data between existing systems and potentially unlimited number of blockchains. Swift is demonstrating that its network can plug into public and private blockchains without limitations. The focus is on creating a universal gateway so banks and institutions can reach any blockchain through one secure connection. Mentioning a Pacific chain is simply part of testing and showcasing capability. It doesn't mean, oh, they're going to go this way, they're going to go that way. Come on, guys. Know what you hold. That's what we got to say about that. Not a sign that Swift is taking sides. The strategy is clear. One network, unlimited blockchain connections, documented. It's all right here, guys. So what happens, a lot of people are spinning the narrative, and you guys know how the damn haters are. Anytime they try to find something they can use against XRP or any other type of utility, oh, my God, they're using Bitcoin. Stop it. Well, we already know that's a bunch of caca. And then, oh my God, they're using, they're using Thumbs and they're using Ethereum and they're using Chainlink. And at the end of the day, they're testing various protocols as we've discussed here, guys. So the more you research, the more you know, the more you go out there and do your own due diligence, you'll understand that this is positive as there's a lot of things that are going to be implemented and coming out here, especially with ISO 20022 and many other factors leading into various networks and blockchain that's going to be integrated into the Swift network. Okay, conviction pays, fear doesn't. That's a fact. Moving on, guys. Coinbase puts this out. It says they can't stop us, is what I said. And Coinbase actually came out and says the big banks are coming for another bailout by attacking crypto. Now, I don't know if you guys have been looking at this or not, but they've been trying to attack the fact of customers like you and I are able to make earn a percentage off of our assets, and they want to help us cut. Hey, come on in here, but we get the damn percentages, so or a bigger cut of it. So it says the big banks are coming for another bailout by attacking crypto. They don't want you to earn rewards on your stablecoin holdings. Our take: competition equals better options for consumers. If you wouldn't ban credit cards, why in the hell would you try to ban crypto? If you guys want to check it out, just a little deal here, just talking about America and all that stuff. We'll play it. Here we go. It's time for the Senate to act, huh? America voted, huh? Let us make our own damn money. That's the problem, guys. That's why they didn't want this whole thing to pass. That's why Gary Gensler and the banking cartels and Elizabeth Warren and the Biden administration, that's why they tried so hard to have Operation Choke Point 2.0, which is obviously the movement to try to that brought this lawsuit against Ripple and XRP. A lot of the lawsuits that you see that have now been dropped. But at the end of the day, guys, I always tell people, if you want to know where you're at, you want to know where you're going, you have to understand where you've been. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to go over to Fruition Productions, Rick from the start. And I don't say that, guys, for any reason. They didn't pay me to say this. Yes, me and many others like Jake Claver, Mickle, Zach Rector, Linda P. Jones, Molly. There's a lot of people that are in that documentary, including yours truly, 68J. But I say it because it really gives you the answers to why. Why did this lawsuit happen? Why did they try to stop the innovation in the United States where previously, the SEC was always was actually set up to protect the American consumer, the American people, to make sure that things were done properly when it came to innovation. And we were always at the forefront of innovation until they saw and they felt threatened by what XRP was doing. And look, they felt threatened about Bitcoin, but they obviously understood they couldn't stop it. But when it came to XRP, there's some different perspectives that I have on that. And we're going to talk about that. We even have some people like Jimmy Valley and many others that said it gave people like, Ethereum or others the opportunity to try to catch up with the technology they understood that was going to change everything. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys go check out more on that one. Okay, where we at here? Let's get out of this. Let's move over. Adversity makes or breaks you, guys, and that's what's going on. A lot of people, I had a lot of folks reach out and watching some other people's shows, Jake Claver and others, where you see a lot of these questions, guys, and people were like rattled. People like, oh my God, is XRP going to go to $2 or under $2 or whatever that digital asset? There's so many amazing assets that are out there, guys. I know I talk heavily about XRP, but whether you're in any utility coin and even non-utility coins, obviously I feel like this is a utility bull run as we look into utility assets like XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, HBAR, IOTA, and others. But at the end of the day, guys, these guys are trying to shake you out. And I know a lot of people use that and it's kind of sometimes overly used, but understand they don't care about retail. They don't give a rat's you know what about if you're going to make money. At the end of the day, they're setting up house. Everything is being set up. I do believe there's still a lot of manipulation with Bitcoin, as do others. When you see a lot of these bullish narratives play out for crypto and these digital assets, Bitcoin always seems to kind of peak up a little bit, and then as everything comes in, starts crashing down. I think we're going to continue to see that. I think we're going to see that going into the month of October, especially when we start getting into the ETFs. Think about this. Think about if these bullish narratives play out. We see these ETFs. We see ISO 20022 and all these different implementations that's supposed to happen. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin just tanks. So, that's to me massive manipulation. Now, you will have some people getting out of Bitcoin and some of these bigger assets like maybe Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, and getting into other assets that have more upside potential, which I think, you guys heard me say this many a times. I think there's no greater asset that's better positioned than XRP with all the things that they have in place. But as those things happen, guys, you're going to continue to see a lot of manipulation. And I do believe that will be the case moving forward. You guys always hear me say, when it dips, we dip. Just like that. Until utility kicks, until some of these other things are implemented, which we still, even though we've had the Genius Act and we've have other things that are going to be implemented, we still need the Clarity Act and some other things to play out. And once those things happen, guys, to me, it's off to the races. I really do believe that we're not in cycles like we have been in previously. You hear a lot of people, not just me, talking about that this could be a hyper cycle. Some people call it a super cycle. Either way, it's different. Why? Because we've never been in a position where crypto has been this adopted and the technology is being implemented on the scale that is being implemented, not only here in the United States, but globally. Shouts out to Tiffany Serrano. It's good to see you, sis. We got Big Bro 10 in the house. Who else creeped up in here? Crypto Outlaw. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Crypto Outlaw in the house. Anybody else I miss? Huh? Appreciate you guys, Major. I hope everyone had an incredible weekend. We got a lot to talk about, so you guys buckle up. Let's keep it going. And again, adversity makes or breaks, guys. If you can get through the hard times, I'm telling you, I was talking to my son downstairs. Shouts out to my son. Shouts out to all my kids, but shouts out to my son, Jalen. We were talking about, he's a trader. He day trades each and every day. And I was talking about some of the struggles that I went through in the beginning, the hard pains, which I've discussed with you guys before, the learning lessons, right? When to take profit. You're never going to time the top and bottom. We always talk about the 5 steps to success in crypto, which is have a strategic plan, do your own research, control your damn emotions. That's one of the number one things that kills people in this industry. Learn how to take profit. And then the biggest thing that I've used, not only in crypto, but throughout my entire life, is identify your why. Why are you doing this? They say if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough, right? You can quit on yourself. Like I can say, I'm going to go to the gym and lose weight, but if it's something that's going to affect my family, the chances are I'm not going to quit on my family. So make sure that your why is big enough. Those are the 5 steps that's helped me be very successful in this space, guys, and it'll help you as you start seeing a lot of these things happen. You start seeing these retracements. You start seeing all this negative talk and haters and everything else. The more you know, the more you put up here, the more things around you change, and the stronger you will be as these different variables play out. Okay, shouts out to Wrath of Conman says, that's kind of funny. It says, money runs on connectivity. Ripple partner Thunes plugged its pay to bank services into Swift. This means Ripple liquidity that is routed through Thunes can reach any Swift connected bank, said to cover 11,000 banks. If you guys want more information on this, make sure you guys go check out and read through Wrath of Khan's thread. We got too much to cover. We're not going to get into it, but it's right here on my X page. Okay. Watcher Guru says $250 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours. We just talked about this. Manipulation, big money moves. Guys, every time these shorts go out, guys, this $250 million is going to somebody. It's not me and you, but guys, as more and more regulations are in place, as more of these things play out, it'll be less and less of this manipulation long term, and especially as a lot of these utility coins start disconnecting themselves from Bitcoin and traditional markets. Okay. Like it or not, here it comes. You can't hide. Hope you got your damn bass pack. Smoke again comes out and says Ripple Interledger Protocol pushes XRP across Swift network. The Interledger Protocol synchronizes separate ledgers without creating a separate ledger. It operates like Swift, where successful processing of a payment messaging results in contractual obligations to pay between nodes and intermediaries. ILP is Ripple's primary strategy and pathway for mainstream adoption and the XRP ledger. Good Lord, huh? I don't think I've read this much since I was in high school. What the hell's going on? And college. 1 year. Ooh. Had to get a little of my liquid crack. Y'all pray for me, huh? I love my wife. Greatest woman in the world, my best friend, but she got me addicted to coffee. I call it AKA, my dealer. Okay, by making ILP compatible with Swift, Ripple ensures XRP and its technology can integrate with the world's largest payment networks. Its significance is documented in the fact that Ripple is cited as evolving into the interledger protocol, quote, end quote. Ripple understood that, quote, the world will never agree on one ledger, end quote, which is why it created ILP to enable interoperability across multiple systems. This is what you're seeing, guys, as you see these partnerships. As soon as you see someone chaining, oh my God, what's going on? They're not going to use XRP. Stop it. Go back and do your damn research. I'm telling you, you guys are what we call paper. I'm not you guys. I'm sorry. Some people, not the Crypto for Life, XRP Army, Chicago Coin family, huh? Not us. We know what we hold. We've done our research, right? But for the people who don't know, they got paper hands. They're waiting for people like Jim Cramer, who always gets it wrong, to say, oh my God, the market's going up. Oh my God, he posted something today. I wish somebody put a damn muzzle on Jim Cramer. Whatever he typically says, the market typically goes the other way. Anyways, this approach is reinforced through ISO 20022 adoption, which, if you guys don't know, will be implemented in the next 30 to 60 days. Secure, seamless, and scalable connectivity across global financial infrastructure. The strategy is clear: one protocol, unlimited network, seamless XRP movement. And again, guys, one of the reasons that I always quote smoke is because documentation beats conversation every day of the week. That's a fact. Shouts out to I Am UTV guys, I Am Collectibles, and Rob, Niall, and all those that are supporting the Crypto for Life family. We appreciate you guys in a major way. Again, I Am UTV, you guys can see that they shared our stream for today, and you can also see that we're live as we're talking now. Now, guys, this is something I want to bring up. We're going to kind of shift gears throughout this stream today, because obviously I haven't been live. And shouts out to the over 100 plus people that are watching live. We appreciate you guys in a major way. This is something that was sent to me by someone in my one of my fellow, we call ourselves the kings of crypto, or the four kings or crypto, something like that. I can't remember the actual name we use, but it's four of us that have been connected to each other for years. Myself, Iron Man, Griff, and Crypto OG. And so a lot of times we send each other stuff. And so when it regards to crypto, and so they actually sent me this. It says, I put warning: robbers, thieves are targeting investors. So these guys, this is about two brothers. Come to find out, when they trace back, they were in Texas. I think they're either 23, 24, or 24, 25. They targeted a family. They drove out to this, and I'll let the news, I'll show you the link right now, but they drove out. This gentleman, they targeted this gentleman. I don't know how they found out. There's some speculation that maybe his information was leaked. I talk about my journey in crypto, whatever the case may be. Please, if you think you can come get what I got, please try it. Huh? Because there's an old saying that where I come from, I'd rather be judged by, judged by 12 than carried by 6. And so it's just a mindset that I have, and so I'm not going to get too much into that. But at the end of the day, they targeted this guy. He was taking his trash out, and these two guys pulled up in all black, guns drawn, took him in the house, hogtied him or him and his family, and thought they got away with stealing his crypto. And so I'll actually hit this link right here where you guys can check it out. There's actually a couple links, but we're going to go into the one that the guy sent me. Let's check it out.
We have a little bit of an update to a really bizarre story that a lot of you, I think, have been talking about the last day or so. We now know that a couple of brothers from Texas have just been federally charged in just a, like I said, bizarre, I guess is the best way I can put it. As we see news stories come into our newsroom, Karen Scullin joining me now. Sometimes they just stick out and go, wow, this is something we have not seen before.
Now you guys can listen as these ladies from this news station is talking about the robbery and what actually happened. They don't know a lot, and they admittedly say that they don't know a lot about crypto. They're talking about it kind of like it's this foreign thing. But for those of you guys who've been in crypto, this has been going on a lot in the space, sometimes in different countries where they've held people hostage. They've held people's families hostage and things like that. So guys, please be very, very careful with who you are, your crypto holdings, the people that know it, all that kind of stuff. And so, you have to be comfortable in what you're doing. I always say, it's better left unsaid, even though, again, I have a show, so obviously I talk about various things, and to each his own. But be careful. There are people who, instead of going out there, taking the time to do the research, to put themselves in position. Remember, guys, you could have put $100 into Bitcoin 15 years ago, and where would you be today? Think about it. 100 Bitcoin today, You know what I'm saying? You're a multimillionaire. So instead of these people going out there doing what they need to do or doing their due diligence or whatever, they rather, just like a lot of criminals do, take the shortcut. The funny thing is, all these people, even though they're inflicting damage, and there's no funny scenario in any of this, the fact that they got caught, and these guys will be in prison for the rest of their lives. Let's check it out.
I think that's what everybody's saying. I mean, you hate to say it because it sounds so cliche. This is something out of a movie, but it is something that would come out of a movie. It's really crazy. The update, we're talking about the story, of course, where the two Texas brothers drove about 18 hours to target and rob a family of cryptocurrency. Neither one knew each other. So, the father suspects that, there was a data leak of his crypto account information, and maybe that's how they targeted him.
Okay. So, and they're in Washington County, and so there is it's a family or people who live in a home and they are just kind of minding their business and
father. So it was a father, son, and I imagine a wife, a mother of the child, but it's an adult child, by the way.
Okay.
Live in a home in Grant, the city of Grant, which is basically connected to Matamidi. And he was taking out the trash Friday morning, and he gets approached by two men who, in all dark clothing, at gunpoint, bring him into the garage, at gunpoint, zip tie his hands, bring him inside. They wake up.
This is, and I don't mean to cut off, but this is where you love places like Texas, places like Las Vegas, where I don't go anywhere without packing. I mean, and it's unfortunate, and I'm not saying, everyone's in a situation, but yeah, it's unfortunate that these things happen, but this is why I like being in places where you can protect yourself, because there are a bunch of idiots out there that will do this. And I think it's going to get worse as people gain more and more wealth. You may not be a target now. And trust me, guys, you don't have to be the kind of person that advertises it. You could be someone that says, oh my God, my cousin, DCA Crypto Dave, my cousin Crypto Outlaw, my cousin Chicken 415, or my cousin X Lloyd, whatever it is, my friend or whatever. Oh my God, they just became worth 5 or 10 million. And there's going to be a lot of people. Look, guys, there's going to be narratives where people who know you see that you've moved, see that life has changed, whatever the case may be. I'm one of those kind of people that I believe you got to watch all people. I don't care who because sometimes it's the people closest to you that go out there and leak information, trying to come up quick or whatever based off of your efforts and your results. So me and Mike O talk about this all the time. Be careful in all that you do. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more and we're gonna move on.
Up the mother and adult son and zip tie them, make them lie down on the floor. This goes on for 9 hours. During the 9 hours that they were being held down on the floor.
Could you imagine 9 hours of this? Unbelievable.
The father of the home had to get into his crypto accounts, transfer money, a lot of it, and then it drove him 3 hours to get more because they wanted more money, and the father stored some in a crypto wallet at a cabin 3 hours away. So the difference between yesterday's story, which is crazy, and today's story is now they're charged federally, and there's a big discrepancy. Yesterday, the state was reporting.
So I'm not going to get too much into it, but guys, if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check it out. Pretty crazy story. I can get more into the details of this also about self-custody versus institutional custody. Make it hard for people, guys. Like if someone's going to put you in that predicament, make it hard for them. You never want to emotionally be in a position. I'm not trying to say and I can't say, I'm not going to sit here defend your crypto, this and that, but make it hard for people to access what you have, right? If you got these assets in your home or somewhere where they can, gunpoint, whatever, put you in a predicament. Again, I can't give you financial advice. I can't give you any advice, but I have been talking to folks about this since we've heard about this, for some time now with different stories. And sometimes when you're dealing with institutional custody and places like that, where there's multiple ways that you have to verify your funds, and there's a whole series, video calls and all these different things. I was just literally talking to somebody this morning about this. Put yourself in a position where, those assets, whatever, are not around you, or they're somewhere really safe. I think situations can change when someone has you in the predicament. I'm not going to say anything about this father because God knows what happens when someone's there sitting there with a gun, hog ties you and your wife and kids. Now it doesn't even become about you or the assets. It becomes about your family. But definitely, do your research and protect yourself the best you can. It's just unfortunate these type of things have to happen. So we're going to move on because I can't let the whole show be about that. I ain't trying to kill no one, but I understand be protecting me and my family. Yeah, it's not about, no one, I don't think anyone, kind of speaking of what X Lloyd said, I don't think anyone, most of the time, Sly Fox, is people who are, and that's something I will touch on. A lot of times it's the people that are close to you. And I don't mean like immediately but it's people who know about you, people who you get comfortable with, people who think they can do this and that, whatever the situation is. And the funny thing about it, those are the first people they go out and look after. They look at your records, they look at your phone, they look at your interactions, they look at your social media. But unfortunately, people see what you got, and 9 out of 10 times, it's the people that's closest to you. The chances of just somebody randomly, think about it, who just randomly knows what you got. And I've got so many situations and friends that have been set up by people that they know personally. It could be whether it's money, it could be whether it's kidnapping, it could be all these different variables. You have to be careful, protect yourself accordingly, and kind of going back to what X-Lloyd said, it just depends where you come from. I know it's easy to say what you would do. Some of us have been in those situations. Some of us know what we'll do, and that's why for me it's like I'm not trying to say I'm Superman or something else like that, but I heard a law enforcement person says if it comes down to you and that person, make a decision to protect you. That's the bottom line. So, you got a lot of idiots out there, and to each his own. Let's move on. Okay, this came out. It's Jim Cramer talking about buy crypto. Jim, do us a favor. Why don't you shut up? If you guys know anything about Jim Cramer, typically what he says, I don't know why it's this way, but it's been this way since I've been in the industry. Started off trading back in 2017. Jim Cramer, anything this guy says, typically it goes the other way. I have no idea why it's like that, but I said, damn, don't you want Jimmy? You don't want Jimmy saying this. Oh, Jim Cramer never gets it right. BTC back above 114,000, guys. As you look at the market right now, we told you guys that. Now, my question is this a legit, the beginning of a legit run, or is this a fake out? And we'll see more of those things as it plays out. I think there's going to be a lot of volatility leading up until some of these announcements with XRP and other ETFs. And trust me, guys, it's not just, I think XRP will benefit more so than anything else. Just like when you look at Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs, somewhat, obviously you can see where it's going, but Bitcoin definitely had a lot of upside positivity from those ETFs being launched, but it really does, I think in this scenario, is going to help the entire market when it happens to XRP, but it will definitely put it in a different position than everything else moving. Okay, shouts out to Good Morning Crypto, my man Abs. If you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check out Good Morning and Good Evening Crypto, along with my sister over at VTHO, Melissa and Simon. They go live Wednesday evenings. You can see Good Morning, Good Evening Crypto daily. My family, guys, I always support my family. I always shout them out. My man Abs comes out with this, says XRP ETF decision dates. If you guys don't know, it says only 20 days until Grayscale ETF. Grayscale is October 18th, 2025, 21 shares, core XRP Trust. It follows the next day, October 19th, Bitwise XRP ETF. October 20th, Canary Capital. The 23rd, 3 days later, Wisdom Tree. 2 days later on the 25th of October. And Franklin Templeton XRP November 14th. Now, there's more ETF filings than this, guys. I think they show like 11. People said there's a total of maybe 20. There's a lot of people, guys. Look, there's no way, and I'm not sitting here trying to be say something I don't know because I don't like doing that. I definitely don't do that. But every indication shows that if these things come into fruition, obviously we know that big players like BlackRock and others will put themselves in position. They're not going to miss that money or alienate their investors from having the opportunity to be positioned accordingly and lose a lot of market share to these other ETFs. So I don't know when we're going to see it, but I would assume, not financial advice, that we see something prior to those dates. And it's just, I think there's NDAs in place. A lot of people like Jay Cleaver and others talk about that, where they can't talk those 1,700 NDAs, whether it's BlackRock, financial institutions, whatever the case may be. But as these things continue to play out, I believe we're going to see a lot of big names come into the market. I learned what Jim Cramer Michael says, but I don't know to do the opposite in the beginning. Yeah, Jim could probably wreck my boy Mike as well. All right, let's move on. So many new millionaires will be created over the next 90 days. So many millionaires, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, I was talking to my son earlier, all the things that I've done in my life, all the things I've accomplished, whether it's basketball, business, on stage, whatever it is, multiple businesses, professional teams we own, all these different things that we've been a part of in our life, I would have never thought that this digital money would allow us to live our dreams the way we're living them. And so I'm really, really excited about this, guys, about what's getting ready to happen over the next 60 to 90 days. Look, I can't give price predictions. I can't tell you. I know there's some people out there like Jake Claver and some other guys that got bets about where XRP price will go. Some people feeling Bitcoin will hit a certain price target this year. Some people feeling in the millions between now and 2030. At the end of the day, all I can tell you, there's a lot of things in place that is bullish as hell for XRP. There's a lot of different variables that, this specifically, this asset XRP, Brad Garlinghouse said it best, where he said it's like a basketball being held underwater with the manipulation, corruption, on many other things that took place. And this thing is ready to pop. And when it pops, guys, I believe it's going to drop it like it's hot. There's a lot of different things that are going to be benefiting from that. As we wait for the Clarity Act and certain other things that come into fruition. Obviously, ISO 20022 is a big deal, and that puts Swift on the hot plate, which I think is why you're seeing all these different mentions of Chainlink and Ethereum and all these Thunes and XRP and all these different things. So, guys, look. At the end of the day, they're going to do what's best for their customers, and I do believe, and we've seen documentation where they've been working with Ripple and things like that. So when those things play, it's going to be a big deal. Shouts out to my man Jake. Slowly, then all at once. Let's hear from Jake of what he thinks the XRP price appreciation ETFs and escrow will do for the price in the short and long term. Let's listen.
They're going to drive liquidity into it through the ETFs. It'll move very quickly to $50 to $100, somewhere in there. Once it's over $100, that's where they can really start using it. And
$50 to $100? Are you ready for that? Oh, we got to play this again. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army, greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. It's my show. I know it's a little early for some music, but damn it, have I told you lately that I miss you? Here we go.
I'll be better off when I'm selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Get a shot with DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man. The next night, a moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
Shouts out to OTB Chad in the house. Good to see you, Tiffany. Shouts out to my brother Gabe. Crypto Outlaws up in here. Bullish Bird, good to see my brother. Here's what you guys got to understand. For anybody out there that, and this is why I make comments that I make on my X account about taking the opinions of, listening to the opinions of other people. If you're not where I'm trying to go, if you're not in a position in life where I want to be at, why in the hell am I listening to you? Does that make sense? It's like taking a marital advice from your Uncle Bob who's been divorced 8 times, but you go to him for marital advice. I want to talk to people who had successful marriages. I want to talk to people who've made millions, if not billions. Does that make sense? At the end of the day, there's a lot of opinions about what XRP price can do in the short term, because I think what it comes down to is people's belief. If you haven't had more than 50,000 or 100,000, it's hard to understand that. If you haven't had $1 million, it's hard to understand that. If I told you of a story, and I showed you guys many of times, one Da Vinci J talked about this asset, and he was pleading with people 14, 15 years ago, buy one Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar, and you're going to be thanking me. Let's see if we can find that real quick. How many people remember this?
I know you're not going to listen to that advice, most or well off, that have emailed me thanking me for recommending Bitcoins. Now, I'm hoping that every single one of you buys $1 worth of Bitcoins.
$1 worth of Bitcoins. Could have done that 12, 13, 14, 15 years. It's $1 freaking dollar.
Because you're going to be thanking me.
Now, guys, there's a whole lot of people bought them some Bitcoin at $1 freaking dollar. And guess what? They're set. They're done. An asset that when it first came out, let's look at it together for those of you guys don't get it. Because some people might be new. Some people, Jay, I don't understand. You're talking about something that's $114,000. It doesn't make any sense, Jay. What are you talking about? Well, let's look at it. July 14th, 15 years ago, 2010, Bitcoin, 4 cents. Bitcoin, 4 cents. And there's a lot of people say it would never see $100. It would never see $500. It will God will come back before it sees 1,000. Huh? Man will be able to fly around like Superman before it sees 10. Oh, it ain't never going to see 100. Guys, sometimes you got to get out of your own way. It's called stinking thinking. There are things that happen, like the internet, right? There are things that happen, and people that position themselves before those things happen, that changes everything. If it was somebody who didn't believe in VHS and decided to invest in Netflix, or somebody who loved cabs but got themselves positioned with Uber, somebody who were used to a hotel but positioned themselves with Airbnb, there's nothing bigger on planet Earth, EARF, than moving money globally. And if you can put yourself in position to get a fragment of that, you're going to have yourself a Bitcoin type story. Now, I'm not trying to say Bitcoin is going to hit 114,000, even though there's some people who think that. But damn it, there's people who believe it couldn't go from 4 cents to 10,000. Are you one of those people? All I'm saying is know what the hell you hold. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army. Once again, this is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies but them bags blowing up.
Come on.
Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone, then he can't beat trust.
Okay, enough of that. We got enough to talk. We got a lot to talk about. Let's hear what Jake has to say.
Has enough liquidity in it to start settling transactions at scale globally. And then they can continue to push the supply shock as they need to with the escrow.
Yep.
As demand increases, if they don't meet that demand with more of the escrow coming onto the market, the price would move higher.
Come on.
People get mad about the escrow, but the escrow is the secret. The
Woo! People get mad about the escrow, but the escrow is a secret. Do you know what you hold?
price would move higher. People get mad about the escrow, but the escrow is the secret.
Woo!
The escrow is the secret to the
Okay.
supply shock for
Okay.
XRP and the ability to adjust the price wherever they need it to be for.
Now, who's Jake Claver? Jake is only a guy who's been rubbing elbows with Ripple and Anchorage and all the big players in the space, huh? Are you following your homeboy Pookie? Are you listening to Junebug? Huh? Are you talking to Brut Stickum? Are you going to, good Lord, huh? I make myself laugh. Are you out there listening to credible people in this space? Huh? Something I learned a long time ago. Success leaves clues.
For liquidity. So if they need to hold it steady, they put more onto the market.
Yep.
And it stays at the same price. If they want the price to go up, they don't put any more onto the market.
Come on.
And then the demand drives the price higher.
Woo! Some of y'all out there in the next 60 to 90 days gonna be rich. Huh? I'm gonna be. Can y'all imagine what XRP Las Vegas 2026 gonna look like? Good Lord, what? A whole lot of rich folks gonna be out here next year. Eleanor Terry puts this out. It says, a scoop. The SEC has asked issuers of LTC, XRP, Solana, ADA, and Doge ETFs to withdraw their 19B-4 filings following the approval of the generic listing standards, which replace the need for those filings. She says she's told withdrawals could start happening as soon as this week. You're damn straight. Guess what's getting ready to happen? All those damn ETFs. Let's move on. Now, guys, let's get into some of the things that I was talking about in regards to consensus and things like that. Like, I don't want to be one of those people that just, oh my God, conspiracy. But look, go watch Rig from the Start, The War on Crypto. Go watch it. Not just because your brother 68J's in there, but go watch it because it will definitely give you an overview of what the hell was going on. This malicious, horrific, timed attack by Gary Gensler and the SEC, spearheaded by the puppet master, which is Elizabeth Warren, in conjunction with everything that was going on with the Biden administration. Old Sleepy Joe, what is he doing now? Taking a nap? Let me stop. At the end of the day, guys, ETHgate is real, and I do believe a lot of those things were put into place so that people could play a game of chess to position themselves, because they realized, wait a minute, you guys got to understand, you don't think people saw when Ripple went from cents to $3.60-something or whatever it was at the previous all-time high? Of course they did. Of course they did. Like, wait a minute. This damn coin not only was it number 2, for a moment, it was above Bitcoin at number 1. Slid back to number 2. The lawsuit happened. Do you need to know the rest? Or are you going to take your ass over to go watch Rig from the Start by Fruition Productions? It's right there, huh? Let's move on. Good Lord, huh? I think I saw a couple people come up in here. I didn't say what's up to. Adam 500, good to see you. Noreen Taylor in the house. Noreen in the house. Shouts out to Noreen, Sammy, and the Taylor family. Let's move on. ETHgate, Operation Choke Point 2.0. Huh? It's real. And it's right here. If you guys want to check out the link, we're going to go through it real quick. Guys, this stream might be a little longer because I haven't been live and I got a lot of content to go over, so hopefully you guys can stay with me. Let's do it. It says global messaging system SWIFT has partnered with banking groups and consensus to create a prototype for its blockchain-based shared ledger. The platform aims to provide faster, accessible, and cheaper cross-border payments. The writing has been on the wall. SWIFT, Society for World Bank Interbank Financial Telecommunication, recognizing that how blockchain-based payment systems like Ripple threatens its operation. Now, this is somebody's perspective, whoever wrote this article, I don't think Ripple threatens anything. Ripple enhances. But if you guys want to read this and go through it, it talks about some of the things that Swift, but again, this is Swift testing and implementing various companies and assets and components to make sure that it can stay in the game. Look, Swift ain't going nowhere. And if you think that, you're out of your damn mind. Let's move on. If you guys are interested in reading that, it's too much information. I'm not trying to go well over an hour. Go to this link on my X, click it, read it, do your research. Remember, this is your story, not mine. You're the author of your own pen. A lot of times you guys hear me say, every year of your life is a chapter. Every month of your life is a verse. Write it accordingly. Whoever you let in is who you let in. Whatever you implement is what you do. It's your story. I'll provide the information. You go back and make sure you do the research. Okay, let's move on. The SEC lawsuit was nothing more than a planned smokescreen to stall Ripple and XRP progression and growth to give ETH, Joe Lubin, the Ethereum Foundation, time to plan, plot, and take over what Ripple XRP had built and put in place. That's a fact. That lawsuit wound up ending the money. Is it MoneyGram or I think it was MoneyGram that had a business dealing with. Good to see you, Noreen. Business dealings with Ripple. And then when the lawsuit happened, if you heard the owner of the CEO of MoneyGram said that they had to pull back. Both sides had to go back to the drawing board, wait to see what was going on from a legality standpoint. And then guess what? Swift saw an opportunity, and the CEO admitted. He said, "Hey, XLM called us and said, hey, we could do something for you." So all they did was put Ripple in a position where they lost a lot of business. It definitely put a lot of strain on their partnerships. And obviously it's probably the reason they have this many NDAs in place, because there's a lot of institutions that stood on the side. Obviously, you know that XRP got delisted off a lot of exchanges, but at the end of the day, it definitely hurt the business, not only from the standpoint of the lawsuit, $150 million in legal fees, 4 years and 8 months of legalities, and then to settle on 125, which I think they ended up settling thereafter for 50 million. But the damage has been done. And so it's been the good thing for Ripple when everybody was panicking, when everybody was crying, whining, and especially with the whole Sam Bankman-Fried and all the things that were going on, bank runs, everything else. Ripple continued to grow, continued to expand, continue with their partnerships, their acquisitions, and many other things, even hiring at obscene levels, because they knew the position they were in, and they were always 100% confident that they were going to come out victorious, which they did, 6-0 against the SEC. And if nothing else, what it did is it made, which now Paul Atkins, Trump, and many others, including some of the judges that were proceeding over the case, that the SEC acted in an unlawful, unethical, and really lying to the court system in order to get its point narrative across, and that's why we saw those various cases drop, even some cases that probably were warranted drop, and you can see the SEC taking a more lighter approach, but still being on point, but just allowing the innovation to catch up, or the technology to catch up to where it should be, so that it puts America in the best place, or in the forefront, to be the crypto capital of the world. So. But if you guys right here, I actually put this here in the link. For more information, check out the award-winning documentary, Rigged from the Start, The War on Crypto by Fruition Productions is right here. Also, from what I understand, you can see a free version of it. I believe it's like on Hulu or one of those things, Tubi or something like that. So make sure you guys go do your research and find out where you can go see. I've seen the documentary like 5 or 6 times. It's absolutely incredible. Each time you see and learn, it's like when you watch a good movie, you're like, damn, I didn't catch that. It's so much information, guys, and it will give you a phenomenal perspective on where, what Ripple had to go through XRP and where it's at and why they did it, and why the technology will be embraced. It is the greatest asset of its kind, positioned so freaking well, and it's got so many things in place that this asset really has the opportunity to be life-changing. I love what Linda P. Jones and Molly Elmore, if you guys go over to my Crypto for Life page and you look at my shorts, you guys can go over and see where these guys, I'm sorry, not my shorts, my videos here. You can see where Molly Elmore and those guys talked about one of the biggest travesties in the crypto space regarding this unfortunate and very timed and corrupted lawsuit had ended up being one of the greatest blessings, because honestly, we sat at 50 cents or below for so many years. And even at $3, guys, I'm telling you, XRP is so undervalued, sitting still at the number 3 asset. You don't include USDT as a stable coin, still sitting at the number 3 asset. Can you imagine when some of you guys don't know, it doesn't take a whole lot. If XRP right now, just literally at $8 XRP, it overtakes Ethereum at $8 XRP. and it overtakes Ethereum, $8 to $9, something like that. So, guys, you guys got to be prepared. And I do believe with all the different variables that are out there, ETFs, ISO 2, all these different partnerships, NDAs, all these different variables that are in place. Could you imagine the FOMO, right? Because remember, it wasn't created for, and then some of the sources and some of the people out there talking about it may be a time we may not even be able to buy this on exchanges no more. The supply shock, the fact that you don't see Coinbase holding as much as they were before. And look, guys, they don't care if you sell your XRP. You're not hurting anybody if you get shaken out, because when you sell, there may be a time. Again, I can't confirm this, but based off what people are saying, there may be a time you sell and you think I'll go back and get it when it dips, and there is no go back and get it. It might dip to a certain, this is all creating higher highs and higher lows. But what happens when you go back and now there's a deal being done where all XRP off exchanges have been taken off? Because what was it created for? Me and you? Trading? Huh? No. Staking? No. It was created with a purpose to change everything. It was created to be better than Bitcoin in every way by 3 of the developers that worked on Bitcoin. Come on now. Did you just find that out, or did you know that? Do you know what you hold? Let's move on. All right, here we go. TA and charting, guys, are really based on human emotions. I was talking about this to my son earlier. That's what it's all about. Fibonacci retracements, charts. Oh my God, it's a perfect setup. And then just one global thing happens. It could be a COVID thing. It could be a war thing. It could be whatever. And all of a sudden, bada boom, bada bing, everything's invalid. Why? Because of human emotions. That's what drives the damn the markets. Facts. Let's move on. There is no growth without struggle. That's a fact. Now, guys, here's another one here. It shows, again, this has been kind of like the consensus or the topic on X all over the internet, where it's just and swift to work with consensus on blockchain. And look, guys, that's a face of a straight con, man. But at the end of the day, go back if you want to understand what this means, if you understand consensus and how corrupted and tied in they were to China, Wing Chang, Prometheum, the scandal operate. Go watch Rig from the start. I don't even think people should be allowed to buy XRP if you don't know the damn story. Go to fruitionproductions.com and watch Rig from the start. I said it. Boom. Your life, your investments. God bless you. Let's move on. Protect your peace above all else. I agree with that. Seems this part of ETH, their plan, this part of their plan, this was part of their plan the whole time. ETHgate, to understand it fully. Again, I've been preaching this since I've seen it. Rick from the start. Rick, go watch it. But shouts out to DAI, who's done a phenomenal job here. It says, and to this day, nobody in the entire industry has even spoken of ETHgate. Isn't that funny? Like it didn't happen, but it happened, right? Except the XRP army, we were directly over the target. Facts. And he puts this in conjunction with this. Excuse me, everything consistent and so consistent. Guys, if you guys don't think this was a planned attack against Ripple and XRP, you don't get it. October would be the month to remember. October will be the month, they call it UpTober, will be the month to remember. Slowly, and then all at once, baby. Slowly, and then all at once. One day soon, it will be all worth it. One day soon, it will be all worth it. Now, guys, this was pretty interesting. I actually watched this and I saw John Deaton's comments. So I went ahead and retweeted it. But it says, I was criticized quite a bit for calling, this is John Deaton. He says, I was quote, he says, I was criticized quite a bit for calling the XRP army the most passionate community in crypto. He was. Oh, you're just this, you're shilling, you're getting paid by Ripple. I remember all of it. Yeah, it's funny because they'll talk down on you. They'll say all these different things until they say it. Then it's okay. Right, but when you say it, when you're innovative in the things that you're saying and doing, when you're before all the people jumping on the bandwagon, all of a sudden you're crazy. They called Einstein crazy. They called Ben Franklin crazy. They probably called Jeff Bezos thinking you're selling books crazy. What the hell are you doing on Amazon? Let me stop. They called Barrett Bright Garnhouse crazy. They called Joe Katz crazy. Are you crazy? I got some people in my family told me I was crazy. Guess who's laughing now? Huh? Bada boom, bada bing, ching ching. Let's move on. It says, I was criticized quite a bit for calling the XRP army the most passionate community in crypto. 75,000 holders from 143 countries around the globe joined the fight to fight the SEC. That's not a little thing. We coined the phrase decentralized justice. People should give Novogratz a lot of credit for such self-criticism and awareness. I wish others took a similar approach. Let's listen in as he talked about the strongest community in all of crypto, XRP. Check it out.
I mean, the perfect example of that is XRP. Right? XRP has one of the strongest communities there is.
Oh, you damn straight.
And you want to learn about it, say something bad about them.
Woo! Woo! You want to learn about it? I dare you to say something about the XRP Army. World Be Free. No, shouts out to World Be Free. Shouts out to Noreen. Shouts out to Jose. Shouts out to X-Lord. Shouts out to the Crypto for Life Chicago Coin Family XRP Army. Do you know what you hold? Mike Novogratz does.
Yeah. People will be out in front of your house with picket signs protesting it.
Yep.
Those community members love their token.
You're damn straight. All the stuff we went through. Come on now. Talk to him, Mike.
They have a narrative that's going to be payments and, right? We can look at how much use cases on the blockchain. It's not nearly as much as on Solana, right? Small. It doesn't matter for their
Lawsuit. Not nearly as much as Solana. Lawsuit. Congestion. Matter of fact, we're going to move on because I got to make sure you guys watch this video. He's actually talking very positive about XRP and XRP community, but I got to move on because we're approaching our hour. And I got some stuff to talk about when it comes to Solana. Another pause, congestion. Come on now, stop it. You can't even compare to them two. Be patient. Be better. I'm sorry. Be patient. Better things are coming. Now, guys, I want to get to this again and show some respect and some love for my family. Shouts out to Erica, Paul, Laz. They just lost their son, their brother. Shouts out to, if you guys don't remember, my nephew Elias. We did a show with him over 2 years ago. When we started the show about 2 years and 10 months or so ago. I put right here, rest in peace, my precious nephew Elias Garcia, gone but never forgotten. One Arm Gamer is what he called himself on his YouTube channel. I had Elias on my Crypto for Life YouTube, 63rd live. I had to go back and I had to go through like 2 years finding these videos. He was on my 63rd live, and his mom had told me he was a fan of this guy Trey Nub. Trey Nub, guys don't know, he's a guy who was born with obviously his name is Trey Nub, but he was born without his arms. One of his legs are fake. He has like a prosthesis leg. Prosthetic leg, and but he cooks, he plays basketball. I mean, this dude plays piano. He does so much, and he's got he's a big time influencer. Not like as big as Kyle Connaught and those guys, but big. He's been on Wild and Out with Nick Cannon. He's been on a lot of different things. He does motivational speaking, but he actually is the brother of one of the basketball players that played for me and my wife's semi-pro team that we own in California. So we actually used to own, besides car lots and cell phone stores and all these things we owned back in my business days, travel world, all that. But and some of you guys here who are my friends for 30 years, 40 years, like Sly and Noreen and Sammy and Mike O, we go back 30 years, and John pops in from time to time, my 40-year friend. They know my business. They know the things we've done. But Trey Nub's brother is a 6'8", like he's actually my height, and was a really good basketball player that played for our semi-pro basketball team in California. And I reached out. I got Trey's information. I know Trey from back in the day. We used to talk and stuff. He'd come to the games and stuff like that and come hang out with the players. And so he did a special appearance with Elias. If you guys are interested, you guys can go to my Crypto for Life page and check it out. It was absolutely incredible. Very heartfelt. It was like a little over an hour, but it was like Elias's hopes and dreams to meet him and to talk to him. And then if you guys don't know, Elias had a very rare form of cancer that I believe it took his arm at 12, I want to say. Such a beautiful spirit, such an amazing young man. I just love him. Uncle James, and I went back and was reading the texts today and yesterday, and I sent him a text the day before he passed away, just let him know how much I love him, how much I appreciate him. I'm trying not to get emotional, but just such a good dude, man. A good young man. Spent some time, brought him in here. Me and my wife did some things for him when they were here. Showed him a good time. One of the things he wanted to do is come to Vegas, and we tried to set some things up for him. And it was absolutely incredible. And then they had gave him 6 months to live or something like that. He made it a year, I believe it was. But the kind of cancer he had was uncurable. My wife knows the name. I can't even say the name probably if I did know it. It's a very rare disease, and unfortunately, he lost his life a few days ago. So if you guys want to see this segment with Trey Nub, who's an influencer, and my nephew, it was absolutely incredible. And so shouts out to Trey. I appreciate you, and shouts out to my beautiful nephew. Rest in peace. Rest in heaven. Uncle James hopes to see you someday soon. So guys, shouts out. We're going to take a moment of silence for my nephew, Elias. Thank you guys very much, and let's move on. Shouts out to Elias. Much love. Love the Garcia family. All right, let's move on. You're going to make it. God bless you. No, God's got you. You're going to make it. God's got you. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my mind back into this again. Connecting the dots, Bricks, Ripple, XRP, smoke again with the phenomenal documentation. Bricks Pay, Ripple, and XRP. Standard Chartered connects both worlds, integrated with Bricks Pay for cross-Bricks payments. Active partner in Ripple's network using blockchain solutions. This dual role positions Standard Chartered as the bridge linking Bricks to Ripple's tech. With XRP as a settlement currency, guys, look, it's all right here. You don't have to sit up and get, oh my God, what's going on with consensus? What's going on with Chainlink? They don't do what XRP and Ripple does. Facts. You can try to copy it. Huh? Ain't going to happen. What is meant for you will be. What is meant for you will be. Don't forget that. Wait until they see what comes next, guys. A lot of big things getting ready to happen. I'm trying to move on because we just clicked over an hour. XRP, so undervalued. Guys, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's keep it going. The one, so here, right here, it says, which coin is going to shock the world is what this guy put out here on X. I put the one that the SEC tried to destroy, the one that had the most hate, the one they said would never make it, the one that all financial systems will use. I got to go back and proofread my X to the R to the P, XRP. You got to love it. Guys, if you guys didn't get a chance to go check it out, shouts out to Status, who came out with the community XRP poster. You can actually go buy it online. If you open it up, you can see right there on the bottom right, yours truly, Crypto for Life, with your boy James, aka 68J. He puts all the biggest names in the crypto space on this poster. If you guys want to go get your 2025 poster, it's absolutely incredible. Make sure you guys go over. I actually put a link up the other day. You guys, I don't know where that link's at. It's somewhere, but I think it's on my X page where you guys can go get the poster, and it helps the channel out and all that kind of stuff. It's cool, but you can go buy without it, because I'm not after people's money like that. Go out and get yourself a poster. All right, let's move on. This time is different. Bull Run 2025. You damn straight. One of the biggest months for crypto is October. It always has been. It always will be. Well, I can't say that. Things are the same until they're not. But there's a lot of bull settlement right now, guys, especially with those damn ETFs coming out in October. Huh? And ISO 20022. That's got to happen. My God. Things about to get crazy. October is historically one of the strongest months for Bitcoin, averaging a plus 21.89% in returns. Will we see another UpTober coming soon? I'm banking on it. Let's move on. So as many others. Altcoin season will start after October 25th. You mean around? Why does it got to be right around the time the XRP ETFs come out? Now, come on. Huh? It's going to happen. By the way, guys, one of the hottest topics, I don't know if you guys know who Tristan Thompson is. He's the guy who played for the Heat. I believe he played for the Lakers. He played for various teams in the NBA. One of the NBA's big men of this century, of this the last century here, or last 10 years, whatever. But anyways, he was also married, or I think he was with or had children with Khloe Kardashian, or one of the Kardashian sisters. I believe it was Khloe. Anyways, he's talking about how everybody's on him right now about crypto, but he specifically says, what? XRP. Let's listen in.
Teammates have started noticing they ask questions now, and guys are like, do I get more XRP? Do I buy more ETH? So literally guys are texting me, and then in a group chat saying yo, it's pumping. Yeah, go check. I'm like, hold it, long term, guys. Think long. The same way you bet on yourself to get to the NBA, you got to bet on these coins and bet.
Woo! I love that. The same way you bet on yourself. Didn't we say that about Shikaka? By the way, guys, if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check out Shikaka coin. It's our own community coin. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been in the industry, not only business, but in the movie industry for many years. We've got a movie right now that is in its second phase that'll be out in Regal next year. And it will mention, written into the script, Shikaka coin. Me and my partner, if you guys are interested in it, you guys can see all the places you can get information and acquire. You can also go check out our incredible team. We have one of the most amazing teams on planet Earth. You damn straight, huh? You'll see a lot of people that you might know, like JC, Keita, Cassius Cuvée, World Be Free, Liz, Dave. Some of these guys are with law enforcement, fire department, Crypto G Investor, and many others guys, along with our director, Ryan Lamar, who was on, he did some stuff with the Bernie Mac Show, The Voice, or American Idol. Don Benjamin, if you guys don't know who Don Benjamin is, here in the middle, he's the dad. He played the dad in the movie Him, that's in the theaters right now, a good friend of ours, and one of the co-stars of our movie that's coming out. And by the way, if you guys want more information, shouts out to the NBA star, Ryan Ray for Austin, who's also part of the family. If you guys want more information, go over to our Shikaka Coin X page. You guys can see, you can scroll down and see where some information on the movie. For a long time, we couldn't say anything about the movie, and now we're able to tell you guys it's holy smoke. There's also some printed things that are out there, one of which came out on, if I can find the damn thing here, let's see here, on Variety. So if you go in, I think we posted this somewhere. You go out into Variety, you click this right here, take you out to Variety. Variety is one of the top publications for movies and shows and TV shows and music and everything that comes out. You guys can see right here all about the movie. If you keep going down, you see right here towards the bottom, me and my partner Mike O are two of the big investors and executive producers. Where's that? Somewhere down in here. Damn it. Right here. So it's part of what we're doing. Holy smoke, really, really excited. You guys more information, it's in here somewhere, damn it. God, I can't even find my own stuff. Oh, it's about here in the bottom. Here we go. Mike O, right here. Mike O and Jay McFadden, 68J. So anyways, you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go support. And when the movie comes out, I imagine you guys will be giving we'll probably be doing some ticket giveaways as well and some other things. I talked to director Ryan Lamar. This is our one of my other, I've done some other work with him before, but we've talked about maybe even getting some tickets for people to go to the red carpet event where you can meet the celebrities and all that stuff. So really exciting times, really, really excited. Make sure you guys tap in. All right, let's move on. So what did he say again? What did you say, Christian? Huh? Believe in yourself? For us, by us. That's our motto.
Don't like hold it long term, guys. Think long. The same way you bet on yourself to get to the NBA, you got to bet on these coins and bet on the space. Bet on what the future of digital finance is. Bet on that's what's gonna be.
I don't know if it's a bet. When you look at everything right now, the most important thing on planet Earth, EARF. Name something bigger than crypto. Go ahead. I'll wait for it. You can't. Move on.
Our kids. That's the form of it. They're not gonna be walking into these.
Our kids are gonna thank you. What?
These banks and these institutions. They're not
gonna be walking into banks and institutions. Damn, this brother throwing bars. Let's listen.
Not gonna be walking into these banks and these institutions. They're gonna be literally having their wallets and being on a computer and literally managing their finance like this.
Woo! This boy knows some stuff. I'm telling you, a lot of celebrities. It's not just big money, all money. You'd be surprised. People like Odell Beckham that took his entire check or part of his NFL contract in Bitcoin. People like Kevin Durant. You hear all these people. 50. Come on, guys. Huh? Are you still waiting around with the other 95% of the world that doesn't know what's going on? Or they do, and they're scared? Don't be scared. Huh? You got to get yourself ahead of this innovation. Okay, storms create millionaires. All the stuff you're going through, all the obstacles, all the ups and downs, guys. We talked about adversity either makes you or breaks you. That's a fact. Huh? Storms create millionaires. Gold, guys, has been on fire. Gold last price when this was posted at least 15 hours or so ago or yesterday, $3,800. Good Lord. That's a whole lot. Shouts out to Justin Grom says, never forget that it's a luxury to have zero health problems. Amen to that. Huh? Amen to that. All right, let's move on. Yep, and this is where we are, guys. Right now, buy this type of chart right here in this consolidation or capitulation type phase before we go to the moon. Bada boom, bada bing. No one can predict it, but damn it, we got some things in place to get us there. UpTober is almost here. Ripple Bullwinkle, if you guys don't know who this is my brother. Actually, I thought it's Ripple Van Winkle, but he's following me. If you guys don't know who this is, if you guys go to our Crypto Flash channel, you'll see that we've had some of the most amazing interviews ever in all of crypto. You see a lot of people doing it now with Paul Barron and those things, but for years ago, or at least a year or so ago, we were doing interviews. We had some of the biggest names on. One of those guys was Ripple Van Winkle. It looks like he changed to Ripple Bullwinkle, where he exposed himself for the first time on my channel. A lot of people for years follow this guy. He's one of the big influencers in the space, and he never showed his face, and he had his face reveal on my show. So it was absolutely incredible. If you guys want to see the interview and many others like it, go check it out. And you can also check out the greatest interview ever. I'm one of the only people that got Dumbass Gary on my show. You guys want to go check it out? Good Lord, go do it. I got to move on because we're an hour and 11 minutes. He said, this is my third cycle in crypto. Everyone's screaming bear market, doomsday, end of the run. But here's the reality. Not one key structure has broken. BT follows gold. Pull up that chart. If you say M2, pull up that chart too. Stocks, crypto. This isn't 2017, 2021. With institutional money now pouring in, we're in a different beast entirely. Different cycle entirely. Life-changing opportunity entirely. This is where you do the things today that other people won't do in order to have the things tomorrow that other people won't have. Crypto for life. Chicago Coin family. This is for you. Woo!
Let's move to a different code so they can't tax us.
What?
Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto.
Did y'all hear that part? Y'all want to know why all this happened? Y'all want to know why Operation Choke Point 2.0 happened? You want to know why they haven't been supporting the American people? They don't want you to get rich, but die trying.
Tax us. Golden holding passports, rocking ships like Buzz.
Come on.
We like years ahead of the herd, like
Right.
They don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear's selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. This one, bag it up. Here comes the monkey. This one,
Y'all ain't ready for that. Let's move on, huh? Damn it. My stream's being a little long here. Rectember is almost over. All these damn little names that we got in crypto. Rectember, UpTober. Get ready for a mega altcoin season. I agree with that. I'm going to pass some of this stuff, guys, because we got a lot to cover. Ready, set, go. What is this? We're going to move past this. Guys, we're already over an hour. Okay, here we go right here. Bitcoin is too slow. This is by Watcher Guru. Now, Watcher Guru said it. I didn't say it. 420,000 followers. Bitcoin is too slow. Ethereum gas fees are high. You think that's what Swift is going to go to? They're already slow. We're talking about seconds, not days. What the hell are you talking about? Solana network congestion. Due to high Solana congestion, your transaction may fail or be delayed. What? We don't do that. Not with XRP, XRPL. So I put a little comment on this. Never have this problem with XRP, XRPL. XRP is super fast, unlike BTC. Super cheap, like Ethereum, unlike Ethereum. Hey, I got all of these. Never gets congested like Solana. Documentation beats conversation. Fact on facts on facts. Fast, cheap, and dependable. All I'm saying is know what you hold. That's it. Not a financial advisor. There's a lot of valid XRP yield points here. Now, guys, this is by Paul Barron. There's a lot of people that have been, you can see a lot of this stuff coming out with Flare Network, Doppler, with conjunction with Descent, and all these things with the Examine wallet now, and these different yield opportunities. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying do or don't. I'm saying be careful. Paul Barron comes out and says, see a mix approaches in the XRP space. Some looking to maximize yield through various protocols. Others are keeping it simple with cold storage. Both sides seem confident in their strategy. What factors are you weighing when deciding between earning yield versus just holding? Security, complexity, opportunity cost. No right or wrong answers. Just interested in the reasoning. So there's a lot of stuff you guys want to read. Some of the people talking about the good, the bad, the pros and cons and films about it. If you guys, it's a very interesting post. Go over to Paul Barron and make sure you guys go read it again. You won't see it here on mine, but if you go to Paul Barron, the original post, you'll see 120 comments. Some very interesting comments. Let's move on. XRP ETF date to watch. Bitwise spot XRP ETF decision due date October 20th. Big things are coming, baby. Let's move on. Ooh, you can see the break right here. 2017, bada boom, bada bing. 2021, bada boom, bada bing. 2025 could be the most epic run, not financial advice, do your research, we've ever seen. RLUSD officially listed on Bybit Spot with Ripple. Available trading pairs are now. Let's move on. We're gonna get through this, guys, because I got to get out of here. Patience, consistency, discipline. The only way to achieve greatness in life is to have patience, consistency, and discipline. Who said that? David Goggins did. Damn it. Let's move on. Where are we at here? I think we might got to hear him get up out of here. Woo! Shakaka. Look at that dude. Boom shakalaka. I love it. Oh God. What else we got in here? All right, guys. If you guys are interested in more things on my X, make sure you guys go check it out. We got to get up out of here. I want to say true to around my hour or so. I want to thank you guys for listening in, hearing me rant. If you guys are interested in checking us out, we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And typically on Fridays, I'll do an evening stream or sometime 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have a guest on. We had Jake Claver last Friday, but I didn't actually do it because of some of the things that was going on with my nephew. I just didn't really feel like doing any stream. And so I'm sure you guys can appreciate it and understand that. I'll reschedule with Jake and we'll have that. It's supposed to be such an incredible stream, but unfortunately things happen in life. Again, shouts out to my nephew. Shouts out to the Garcia family. Shouts out to all you guys who've been showing your support in regards to my nephew. Just a beautiful young man. Again, if you guys, help his memory stay alive. You got nothing else going on today, go over to our Crypto for Life page. You have to scroll down quite a bit and go find this heartwarming interview with Elias and and Trey Nubbs, who's like a influencer, celebrity type guy, and hear his story, hear Elias's story, and just get to see the young man that we've all known and grow to love. He's gone, but never ever will he be forgotten. With that being said, let me give some love before we get up out of here. Shouts out to True Dukel. Shouts out to X Lloyd. Shouts out to my beautiful queen. I'll be seeing her in just a second as soon as I get off here. Thank you for your support, honey, and for being just the greatest part of my life. I love you to life. Lay off, give me the damn coffee. That's what I'm saying. Bullet Bird in the house. We got Jose. We got True Dukel. Who else we got in here, huh? Big Bro 10 in the house. We got, let's see. World Be Free goes live. World Be Free goes live. Get them coffee. Got coffee burps. World Be Free goes live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dip a toe with World Be Free and Simone. That's my family. Uncle Bubba in the house. We got True Dukel. We got Tiffany and Gabe Serrano's up in here. Adam 500, good to see you. Noreen and the Taylor family. Shouts out to Noreen, Sammy, and all my nieces and nephews out there. Samaya, little Sammy. All of them. That's my familia. Josh. Did I get all the kids? Oh, God. Hannah. I got everybody, damn it. I think so. All right. Shouts out to True Dukel. Who else we got up in here? The strategist in the house. Shouts out to my beautiful kid, Jalen, Jelani, Heaven, Paris, Jacoby, and Janessa, also my grandbaby out there, and just all those that are out there, family, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brothers and sisters. Shouts out to all the family, guys, those who have supported us, even those who did not, or maybe those who didn't know they were supporting just because of the love that we have from. Shouts out to all those that have been there for us through this journey. Bullish Bird in the house. We got OTB Chad in the house. We got Crypto Outlaw. We got True Dukel. We got, who else we got up in here? Huh? Crypto Outlaw, I see you. OTB, Chad, see you, brother. Mike, that's my best boy, if y'all didn't know. Anthony XRP Bitcoins in the house. Shouts out to Ant Dog. Good to see you, Ant. Sly Fox, one of the realest in the game, my buddy for 30-something years. If y'all don't know, Sly did he was a rapper back in the day, did a video with, what's my man's name? E40, back in, when Sly was hot, and I was just coming off being a pro athlete, and I was in one of their rap videos playing basketball. So shouts out to Sly Fox, 30 years and counting. Who else is in here? Chicken 415 in the house. Who else is up in here? Up in here. Big Watch Dude, good to see you. My beautiful queen, huh? My best friend, my everything, my drug dealer. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Y'all pray for me. Too much coffee. T.R. Gorley in the house. Good to see you, my man. My mother-in-law, Janet Lopez, greatest mother-in-law on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. Anybody else? Mike Mans, good to see you. Anybody else? Guys, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We'll see you guys mañana. Until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.